Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Nice outside, huh?
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, you're paying for it.
Yeah, you have a air conditioner on during the day.
Yeah.
I just got a
Hello.
bill for I just got a bill for
Mario.
DWP today.
How much?
2,800
Whoa.
for 2 months, water and power.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Understandable.
Yeah. Well, how much your bill?
I didn't check. It's not quite that high. I know that June, July is always like over 1,000. I don't know, 2,800. That's a bit much. I don't know.
Is that with power and water?
Yeah. We were away for a week, so wouldn't be as much. Everything shut off.
Yeah, terrible.
You're welcome. You get my message. Making Kiddush Shabbos.
But Ernie's also making Kiddush Shabbos.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, he has your site the next day. Okay, Alan, if you feel like walking,
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, but thank you for the invite.
Well, you're very welcome.
Thank
If you have
you.
a cold shower, if you have a cold shower, maybe I could come. A
We'll
cold
figure it out.
shower when I
I'll
come
send-
from.
I'll send a helicopter.
We get gonna be very hot. Thank you.
You're
You
a
could.
hot guy.
You could.
Yeah, I can't afford the meat today. It's going up 86, 87, how much? 78% meat's going up. So I couldn't afford the meat for you.
Yeah, what is that story? Where did that story come from?
I saw the Jew in the Jewish, one of the Jewish newscasts. They
Yeah, I'm trying to find the source. It just sounds so
shiver
strange.
Yeah, 78%. Could you imagine? First it was 37%, and then they changed it to 78%.
Crazy.
The distributors.
What's that?
The
What's
cost of
the-
meat. The cost of kosher meat.
Kosher
what?
meat's going up. Yeah, 78%. They're going to
Kosher meat.
starting
Kosher
next
meat.
week. Starting next week. Yeah. And that's
They're
not-
reducing it by 78%? Wow.
No, they're
Yeah.
going up.
I think maybe you got somebody in Uruguay that can give us a break on it. Well, your meat, the good meat comes from Uruguay. You got that,
Right.
yeah? Mario?
Yeah.
You still have connections there?
Mincha is at Tzvika's at 7:45. There's a mincha there for the shear, so hopefully we'll have a minyan. So Dor Rav Avinu l'silta v'azal gabei Rav Huna Rabbe. They told Rav Avinu, who was given a gift by Gniva, as Gniva was taken out to be executed, he was told take his basket and go to, because you have to rely on your Rabbi Rav Huna. Sha'am Rav Huna gito shel adam kematanoso. A get is like a gift, mamatanoso, which a person gives when he's a shchivmer, when he's on his deathbed. Im Amad, if the guy gets healed, Chayzer, he can take the gift back of Gito. Im Amad Chayzer. And we continue. Ma Gito avagav deloy pirish, even though he wasn't specific, Kivan Shamar Kisvu, avagav shalomar tnu, it's still a get. Even if the shchivmer just said Kisvu, we give it as well. Af matanoso. So with a gift, even shamartnu afagav shlo konim, even though they didn't make a formal king. So Rav Avina, to get his gift, had to rely on this limud b'Rav Huna. Maskil Rav Abba. If you're going to learn like that, imam matana yesh nalachar misa. I've get yesh nalachar misa. The matana that a shchivra gives is given even after his death. Maybe a get should be given after a guy's death.
Why don't we say mitzvah kind
And we know it's not true. A get is not given after misa. So if you're going to compare the matana to get, why isn't it comparable that it can be given after misa? What were you saying?
Why don't we say mitzvah kind mace by matana? That's why, and also because it's a schus to be kona for them. But by again, it's not a schus.
So the Gemara says, "Hachiyash bishma matana Isra lachar misa. Matana is given after misa. Elaget lachar misa meika, but once the husband is dead, there's no reason for a get to be have any chalois. The guy is not alive. El Ravava halka kashile. Matana shchibra b'miktzasi. If a shchibra doesn't give all of his assets to one person, but he's only giving a little bit of it, and matana shchibra b'miktzas boy kinyan. If he was giving everything away, doesn't need a kinyan. But if he's giving a part away, then it does a kinyan. So Michlash Rav Huna Savar Loboy Kinyan. In fact, Rav Huna holds you need a kinyan. Vakaimalon, that a Shchiv Mara who gives a matana b'miktas boy kinyan. So, like Elazar explained, Shani Ocha, that the giving of a matana after someone's death has nothing to do with the dinim of a Shchiv Mara. You have another din of mitzvah machmas misahu. You have to makayim the divrei ames. So you fulfill the divrei ames by giving the matan, even if it wasn't done with a kinyan. Even though it's a matan of a miktsas. Michlal shrav avasavar, mitzvah machmas misa bein in kinyan. Does Ravava hold that it does require kriya v'kaimalon shalopai kinyan, that a treating to being Mekayim the mitzvah of a mace does not require kinyan. So this is the problem Rav had. Geniva had said Arba Mea Zuz Yayin. Now he didn't say Charmelot Ka'amar. He didn't say give wine. He didn't say Dmei Charmelot Ka'amar. He didn't say give the money of the wine. He said, Arba Zuz Mechamra Komar. So what was his kavanah? So the other one doesn't have a problem with that. Held that the reason why he said Machamra Kedeliyafus is Kocho. He wanted to show the Yorshim that he can collect it from the Yayin, because the Yorshim might not know what's going on. So he was told, it was said, take it from the wine so that they would know exactly where they could collect it from. Shochu misam. In fact, the halach of Eretz Yisrael was sent. That which Kniva said, Mechamra Kedei Liyafos is kochel, is just to show the Yorshim from where he would collect the money. Mishai Mushlach Babor. Person's thrown into a pit, thinks he's going to die. The Amar, he says, Kol HaShomeas, Kol HaYichtov Get L'Ishto. Whoever hears my voice should write a get for my wife. And he gave his name and the name of his wife and all the details. Even though they haven't seen him, they can write the get and give the get. Maybe it's a demon. They saw an image of a human being in the pit. So inunami idmu. Shadim can appear like human beings. The chazule babo. They saw his shadow. Was the inunami islibabo? The shadim have a shadow. So they said, yeah, but chazule babo debo. We saw a shadow of a shadow. I vidima inunami islu. Maybe shadim have a double shadow. Amrav Chanina limandeni yonasam b'ni. That from tradition, the shadim have a shadow, but not a double shadow. Maybe the person's in the board is the co-wife of the woman that he's talking about writing a get for. So she know that it's a puzzle to get the husband, but perhaps the woman will get married based on this, and because the tzara wants to cause problems for the co-wife. That when there's a time of danger, even though they don't know exactly who's in the bore, because it's a bigger shash of aguna, they were lenient. Habari Sharma Kisvu get liishti, but he doesn't say Kisvu Tanu. So Ratzal Sachikpa, he only wants to shepherd with her and doesn't really want to give her a get. So we don't write the get and give it. Ma'is Babori Echad, there was a healthy person, Sharma Kisvu get liishti. The Allah Rosh Agag, he went up to the roof and off of the maze. And he fell off the roof and died. If he committed suicide, I raise a get. Obviously, he commanded to write a get because he knew he was killing himself.
Yeah, Ernie, how does this compare to the Israeli soldiers who write a get when they go off to war, as just in case? Is it similar?
No, here the healthy person said kisvu get liishti. So normally, unless he's a shchivma, we wouldn't write the get. He has to say kisvu utnu. So we don't know. Now, immediately after he gives that command, he goes up to the roof and ends up falling off the roof. So Rav Shimon Gamliel says, if we find out that he killed himself, he jumped. So then the get's a good get, because that's what he had an intent to write a get. He didn't want her to fall to evil.
Gotcha.
If it was a tornado blowing,
Mhm.
and he was blown off the roof, then it's not a get. He didn't have kavanah to write a get.
Right.
So the Gemara says Ma'aseh Litztor. I mean, the Mishnah gave us a halacha that you don't write a get if you only said kisvu. And then immediately you tell me a story where you do give the get, which is a story against the halacha. There are words missing. If it's im hochiach soifer al tchilasa, if we see that at the end of the story that he committed suicide, then I raise a get. Umay senami b'boy shamer kisvu get liishti. V'alal rosh agag v'nafel v'meiz. Our Mishnah Gamliel me'atz b'nafel I raise a get. Im aruach tachaso I don't get like our Mishnah. Ahu gavra da'al be'knishta. Person went into a shul. Ashkach makri yunika ubrei. The Malamed was there and his son. The Yasser and there was a third person sitting with them. Two of you, please write a get for my wife. L'sof shachiv makri yunika. The cheder teacher died. Now, mimashri inshi bra shlicha b'mokam haba. Now, could the son and the other man get together? I.e., does a man consider his son if he's sitting there when he talks about the father? Oh, no. Maybe he was only talking about the father in the third person. He didn't appoint the son. And now that the father died, there's no aid. So Rav Nachman says, a person, if the father is there, doesn't consider the son. But Rav Papi says that a person will consider the son. That he will consider the son to be a shaliach, even when the father is there. He says to two people, give my get a wife. Oli shlosha, kisvu get utnuli ishti. Write a get and give. They have to write the get and then give it. If he says to a group of three men, give a get, they can tell, for example, a soifer v'yichtavu. The three of them became a basin. Rav Chanina brought this halacha from prison in the name of Rabbi Kiva. Mikubla nikach, the omer l'shloisha, if he says to three people, nuget lishti, sheyomer lacherim v'yichtavu, they can say to three people, they can say to other people to write it. The Nesha son best. He wasn't requesting them to do it themselves. Rav Yossi Numinu, we said l'shaliach. Af anu mekubolim, we accept the same halacha, but not the same you said. Shafilu amar lebeis din hagadol shebiyushalayim tnu get leishti. If he says to the Sanhedrin, make a get, yilmadu, they should learn how to write a get. V'yichtavu, v'yitnu. Amar lasar kisvu tnu get leishti. He says to tell 10 people, write a get and give it. Echad mehem koisev u'shnayim choismin. One writes, 2 sign, that's it. But if you use the word kulchem ksuvu, echad koisev u'chulan choismin, one writes it, all of them sign, and lefichach it makes echad mehem is a get bottle. They're all partners. If one of them dies, then the get is not good. Rav Yirmiyah Barava, Sholchu lei mibei Rav l'Shmuel. They sent from Yeshiva of Rav to Shmuel after Rav died. Ilamdeinu Rabbeinu. Amar l'Shnaim kisvu utnu get liishti. He says to 2 people, write and give a get. V'amru, and they said l'soifer v'kotzav v'chasmuhein. The soifer wrote it and they signed it. Mao. Sholach lu teitzei. If the woman got divorced based on that and married another man, he has to divorce the other man. But adover tzarech Talmud, we have to clarify the halach. There's a suffix. My adover tzarech Talmud. What do they have to learn more? When he said to the 2 people, kisfu utnu get lishti, he didn't give them anything. He just gave them words. And words cannot be given. Are words given over to a shaliach or not? If it is considered, he can appoint somebody else to do it, or iloimim from the shliach. Words are not given to a shaliach. Ella, l'shmuel hakamaboy the following. Shmuel had the following suffix. That which the husband said to 2 people, ksuvu, ilichsav yodon, all he wants is their signature, and they can appoint a soifer to write it, and they would just sign it. Or he wants them to actually write the get, ksav get. V'tifshut levi masnisim. Why was Shmuel Mesupik? He could have darshaned it from our Mishnah. Omar lishnaim tnu get lish. He tells 2 people to give the get. All lishloisha kisvu get v'tnu liyishti. Hare elu yichtuvu v'yitnu. So it looks like they have to write the get. No, he gufa kamaboyle. When he said to them ksuvu, is it ksav yodnu or ksav agedu? Even there, he wasn't sure what the Mishnah meant. Is all he looking for their signature? Or do they have to write the get? They have to learn the dinim of writing a get. So pshita sheksav agedu. We're talking about writing the get. Iktani seifa. Is seifa on Rav Yossi nimunu l'shlech afanu mekubolim shafil omer lebeis din gadol shebishleim tnu get liishti sheyilmadu v'yichtavu v'yitnu. Now, what kind of learning were they talking about that they have to learn how to write it? Iyamrit bishlam ksav get who. If it's learning how to write the get. Now, I understand Shapir that they have to be experts, they have to learn how to do it. If it's all they want is their signature. Is there anyone who sits in a bezin who doesn't know how to write his signature? Where's his in? Maybe a new bezin that they don't know how to write their public signature. Now, now, if you're going to tell me that when he says ksuvu, it means all they need is the signature and haksav get, that when they gave to another person to write it, kosher, how can you say it's kosher? You just told me you can't give instructions and the instructions given to a shaliach. Amri Isvirlin Shiksuvik Savyadanu. If the command to write it is just a signature, so Ksava get Nasaka Oimer Amru, that when he told somebody, other people to do it, obviously you can give the instructions to a shaliach and he can appoint another shaliach. Does he really agree? Rabbi Yosef Atnan. Ksav Soifer. The Soifer signs his name. And the Soifer testifies that it's his signature. And another aide knows the signature. So kosher, it's like two aidim. But Rav Yemir Chsam Soifer Shani. Not Ksav Soifer, it's the Chsam, it's his signature. Not not what his writing looks like. And here's where the Preshburger Rebbe's, the Chsam Soifer and the Ksav Soifer got their name from this Gemara. Mani, that the signature of a Soifer can count. Rabbi Yossi Sha'amar, Mili lo mimsun l'shaliach. We're not choishish that the Soifer signed without the ball actually commanding them to sign, and not a shaliach. If Rabbi Yossi agrees that if they said to another person to write it, there could be a disaster. How is that? The Zimnin, the Amrlu Lishnayim. It's going to be a case where he tells the two people, so we'll talk about this tomorrow. So tomorrow, again, we can learn at 8 in the morning if you want. If that worked out better for everybody last week. Did that work out better? 8 in the morning?
Doesn't work
Not
for
for,
me.
Yeah,
Does it work?
it works for me.
not for me, but it's okay. I'll watch the
Oh, I
recording.
want to do it when everyone can do
Oh,
it.
yeah, it could work. It's how long is it?
It works for me.
Long. It's not
Okay.
long.
Let's do it 8. Fine, 8 works.
Okay, we'll do it in
It
there.
works for me. Okay.
Probably finish by 8:20.
Okay, shkoyach.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh,
Bye.
uh,